Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wei Thai. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the show, in Thailand, which is still reeling from last year's extended floods, TzuChi volunteers continue to provide survivors with relief goods and support. By the widespread flooding that began at the end of July 2011, Thailand was finally free from the ever-stretching waters last month. Even though the disaster is officially over, people in Thailand are still struggling to get their lives back on track. TzuChi volunteers are continuing their aid relief efforts in the country, the latest being the distributions across 6 towns and townships in Ayutthaya province, which handed out relief supplies to 3,496 flood-affected families. The quiet little township of Bang Pla in Thailand's Ayutthaya province is today bubbling with excitement as TzuChi volunteers arrive with relief supplies for more than 3,000 households who suffered during last year's prolonged flood.
The flood affected the residents emotionally. As the leader of this community, I would like to help them to emerge from their trauma. But so far, we've only provided them with goods, without actually taking one more step to touch their hearts. But your coming here has brought them so much joy.
Delivering the blankets, rice and other daily essentials, TzuChi's efforts in rescue and recovery during the flood deeply impressed Thailand's government officials.
Today, on behalf of the Thai government and residents of Ayutthaya province, I would like to thank the Taiwan TzuChi Foundation for bringing blankets and relief supplies.
We're so glad you have come to help us because life has really been a struggle for us.
A hunchbacked senior, 85-year-old Sanit, came to the aid distribution by herself. In no time, volunteers approached to offer carry her rice home and even gave her a manicure, leaving the old woman flooded with warmth.
I wish every one of you peace and safety.
Flood survivor Rabia goes home with volunteers as her company. The watermark left by last year's deluge is still clear on the door.
I've been living here for 30 years and never have I seen floods that brought water as high as the last one. And it actually reached our houses. It was really bad last year.
Thanks to local volunteers who lent their valuable help to just a handful of TzuChi volunteers in Thailand, this aid distribution was a success. The aid workers will continue to seek out communities that are still reeling from the disaster and bring to them supplies that carry love from around the world.